everybody, it's Miss Divekar here, and today I'm going to do the assignment for you for Smart Music that is due on May 11th. So as you can see on my screen, May 11th. Yes, that's what I meant, May 11th, Monday. So as you can see on the screen, it says in the instructions, I've already clicked on my assignment and on the clarinet part, to take the second ending, and that's something that just always gets me oh, do I have to take the first ending? Do I have to take the second ending? Tells you right there in the instructions. How convenient. Alright, so I'm going to close that out. Alright, Soldier's Chorus from Faust. It's by Charles Gounod, and it's maestoso. Okay, so I know that this is going to be very majestic, very regal. So before I listen to it, I'm just going to check for dynamics and accents and things like that. So I'm seeing forte at the beginning, and I'm ignoring that first ending. So I'm seeing forte, I'm seeing a fortissimo at the second ending, and I'm seeing a mezzo piano at the, a mezzo forte at the end. And one thing I like to do when looking at dynamics is seeing how I'm getting from dynamic to dynamic. So at the beginning, I start forte, so I know how I'm going to begin with an accented forte, and then I see cresque or crescendo. And so I know that I need to grow through the first two measures to get to the double forte, which comes either in the first ending or second ending, and in this case, the second ending. And then I'm going to stay fortissimo for a whole measure before I diminuendo to mezzo forte. So I'm going to end softer than I started. Okay, so I am going to go over to display and go to a flow cursor because it just makes it much smoother, and I do not like the beat cursor one bit. And I am going to go now and go ahead and press play and listen to it one time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what I didn't realize is that I turned my part off, so I'm going to go up to tracks and then turn on my part so I can hear that one time. Oops, my bad. Here we go. I've somehow ended up with a bass clarinet part, but it doesn't matter for now. Anyway, so what okay, I can change that right here. No, it's not gonna let me record, is it? Okay, that's fine. Ignore the fact that that was a bass clarinet sound and not a B-flat clarinet sound. So, the next thing that I'm gonna do is take a look at these triplets, especially the ones that are that you have to hold, so like a quarter note and then an eighth note within a triplet beat. So let's look at the second measure. We've got triplet, 1, 2, and triplet, right? So 1, 2, 3, hold, and, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's almost like it's in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you look at the second ending, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One of my teachers always told me that rule number 1 of sight reading was to be in the right place at the right time. Notes will come, but just get that rhythm. Rhythm is the most important thing you can do the first time you play. So if I were not on camera right now and I were going to actually go ahead and practice through this, I would probably set the part and finger along, because triplets can be tricky. They really can, and you want to make sure that you're right on with those triplets. It's because you're dividing something that is usually divided into 2 beats into 3 beats, right? We usually see eighth notes in 4/4 time, and here are some triplets. So we really want to make sure that we have that feel. So I might sing it through actually one time for you. There's the starting note. Ta, 1. Okay, sorry. 1, hold, 2, 3, 4, triplet, triplet, 1, 3, and 4, triplet, 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 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So sometimes I just like to finger through it so that I kind of know where those beats are. Once I've practiced this and practiced those crescendos and diminuendos that I have, that I see here, I would go ahead and record it. One other thing I'm going to point out, this is 4 measures and it's reasonably fast. And it says crescendo, from forte crescendo to fortissimo. If I do that and I breathe, here's what happens. It's only 4 measures. I bet you probably everyone in band, but maybe the flutes, because it's much harder on flute, can make it through that, and even maybe the flutes can do it. I believe. Let's see if we can get through this without putting a break between those 2 measures. It'll make that fortissimo much more convincing. Take a listen. I don't know. I thought that was more convincing. If you thought it was more convincing, try it. Don't take a break between those 2. And it's even harder. You can see on the screen there that there's this big chunk of grayed out notes between the end of the 2nd measure and the beginning of the 3rd. Pretend it's not there and see if you can just make that connection happen. All right, here we go. I'm going to record it for you. Thumbs up from Smart Music, thumbs up from me.